Okay. Horse feet. All right, you guys. You can hear me now, right? You can hear me now, right? We're on. Oh my, good thing I caught that prior to the 20-minute mark. All right, I was saying, thank you guys for tuning in. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, right? It's turning into like it's a prelude. No sound. Right, I was saying, welcome everyone, and if my mouth is green, kind of looking green, it's because I had a green smoothie, so take it as you will. Just a side note, thank you guys all for connecting here to you, and we're here officially with the new moon in Leo energies, and I just wanted to touch base. New moon in Leo, not only we've got also the sun in Leo, and it is climbing into those later degrees of the sign. In addition, Mercury is also in Leo, so there's a lot of this emphasis on the archetype of the fifth house, solar energies, yang, ultimately fire energies, expressive energies. So, it will be sort of a question for everyone in some way. What is also a turn on for you in the area of life that, let's say, is related to Leo might really also come up for review as well. So, wherever Leo naturally operates in your chart, how is it that you express yourself in that space? And that will probably become clear around this time. The beautiful thing about fire energy is that it's so dynamic. It's very, very sort of ardent, assertive energy to work with, really, to play with. It's very much a playful, energizing energy. And if it is not channeled directly, consciously, it can also turn into what feels to be like frustration, even aggression, dominance at times. So it's always a matter of also how you find yourself at an intimate space in your experience here with this certain archetype. And that's the beautiful thing about the moon cycle, right? Because it brings these points up for view. So not only, right, do we have the moon, the introverted sort of internalized conceptual space in the sign of Leo, yang, fire energy, we also have the sun there too. So it's kind of interesting, what may actually ultimately bring you to realize certain things about your experience. So that'll be different, right, for everyone. But let's jump into it. And we had a late night read. I mentioned this when the sound was off. We had a late night read with Libra, and then earlier in the day we had a read with Leo. So a Leo read, and we did pick a card for Leo. I don't know. Yes, we did get slightly into the cards with Libra last night, but not extensively. So, but we'll jump here into the next signs now. And thank you all so much for tuning in to you here. And we'll get into side note as well. There are the extended moon cycle readings now out and available, which will cover the cycle of the Leo new moon that we're in right around this time, and leading up into the full moon in Pisces, actually, which will be coming through in September. So let's jump into it. We'll get into it here with you. Pisces, oh boy, that reminds me of this Sagittarius reading. Okay. Sagittarius, this is like Sagittarius is what, hey, that. We're also here, hey. Leo fire sign, yeah. Sagittarius fire sign. It's got Sagittarius now, yeah? Why don't we? Right as I'm getting into Pisces, Sag? Okay, well, alright. It's cleared and ground. Okay. How many people do you guys see in the room? I see 12. I see 12 people. You know what? Let's get into Gemini. 10 of Swords right there. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Welcome, welcome. Let's see here what may come through, what may be at play here for everyone. You got Temperance coming through. Wow, Sag energy. Some of you Gemini, well, welcome. Yet again, you may be working with a Sag, or there could be a really strong focus on this archetype related to the 9th house, so the 10 of Swords as well here. With the Temperance card, for a number of you, there's something that has become a little bit extremely, very, super, astoundingly, uncomfortably annoying. I hear that for a number of you. On that note, let's close the window. For a number of you, oh my. It's like something has also possibly become a little bit like intense. I'm hearing chaotic, like overpowering, overwhelming. I'm hearing confusing as well for a number. Like how do we define this space? Ultimately, temperance here with the 10 of swords. Remember, this could be somebody in your environment. And you might have been really grappling with maybe the concept, some concept here, and it's just like, I don't know how to fit this piece of furniture in the room, guys. I keep trying to rotate it in different directions all over the place. It doesn't fit. I just think it just doesn't fit. Ace of Swords in reverse, high run. Oh my goodness. Magician here comes through. Now it's so funny because like we were dancing between Sag and we're dancing between Pisces, Sag, Pisces, and it was like, you know, Sag wanted to overtake Pisces' read. Pisces, well, I don't know really if I'm really actually kind of ready yet. Okay, so here we are with Gemini. Fine, I'll get on stage. Fine. I kind of have an idea of what I want to talk about, so take it as you will. But you know, there being possibly some kind of emphasis on a dynamic or of some kind of. For a number of you, this might have been something that you were like, what you've been working with. And one second. I'm hearing, well, clearly you're not ready. I'm hearing that as well with the Temperance card. Okay. You've got both cards here that speak of Sag reading as Sag readings. I'm hearing Sag readings. Interesting. You might want to check out the Sag readings. We had a lot of Sag readings like a few months back. They were really intense, very interesting readings, actually. I've been meaning to go back and watch them. I'm dying to do so. I just need to have some time. It's been really wild. So Temperance here with a Magician. For a number of you, you're getting ready for some kind of trip. I'm hearing that as well. And for a number of you, there's a very strong focus maybe on the overlap of the element of Gemini and the element of Sagittarius. So now, Temperance here for a number of you, there's also possibly a really intense decision here, as you might feel like a decision-making period even where it's like, even strategy, where it's like there's just so much maybe that it's cleared and ground, that maybe for a number of you, yes, you're getting ready to, you're going to call out, admit, you got the Daughter of Cups, Ten of Cups, the Magician. Now, for a number of you, this could be someone in your midst. That wants to, well, they're making their way towards you. I'm hearing that way. They're making something like gradually clear. For number, this could be you getting yes, very clear on something here. Son of Cups. It's like that sensation of like, you know, I keep having dreams about them. I'm hearing that as well. Like it could be the kind of connection where you're like, I think that's definitely them, and I think that they're staring at me. And I think like that, yeah, Sun right there, right in front of the Son of Wands, mirroring the Son of Cups. We have a pair here, the Sun and the Daughter of Cups. So it's like, there comes this like feeling space of acknowledging like very clearly, and I'm hearing suddenly like, yes, actually that. It's like that realization, yep, Sun of Swords, you have three Suns here. Son of Swords, Son of Cups, and the Son of Wands. Like, for a number of you, it's just a matter of time until somebody possibly comes forward and confronts this space. Now, this concept I'm hearing as well, and it could be something you actually want to speak out about. Nine of Cups is a dream. It's a lot of vision that is related to this space. Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups. A long cycle of experiences, maybe even that have been very testing emotionally now. But it's almost like the whole way through, like you kind of had the sensation of, I know it's going to reach that point. It's going to pay off. I'm hearing that as well, possibly for you as a feeling, or I feel that there's more to the story than that. Like maybe you even met someone, or there's some encounter in some way, or some space, and right off the bat, it was like, okay, I see the potential in this space. It may not be fully ready yet, and I'm hearing it may not be like completely, matured. I'm hearing there's a space of like recognizing the potential. I'm hearing very much so, and for a number of you, this could actually be negotiable. Okay, let's clear it ground once again. I'm hearing clearly you're not ready. I'm hearing that again with the Magician. What's that about? And looking down the Ten of Cups with the Temperance card. So now the Son of Cups here at the High Priestess. Again, for a number of you, there's something that maybe even you've been trying to figure out. I'm hearing that as well with the Son of Swords and the Son of Wands. It's almost like I'm seeing like someone's looking at like clues. They're like, okay, well, they acted like that. I think that means that technically. They're not really maybe directly saying it, but here we go. We're on the ride again. I'm seeing like someone like repetitively riding on a roller coaster with someone, or like teacups. Now, take it as you will. Son of Cups and Hybrids. It could be a really strong connection that you have with someone as well. Really strong past life connection here as well with the Son of Cups and the High Priestess, and the Son of Cups and the Son of Swords. So for a number of you, I'm hearing it's the dream state that makes everything feel kind of intense. I'm hearing that with the High Priestess and the Son of Cups. It's the emotion that is becoming, for a number of you, really hard to like step to the side, please, thank you. I'm hearing within that space of this experience. I don't know what that's alluding to. It's like maybe for a number of you feel like there's been a climax of dreams actually for a number of you, and it's just like, I want to clarify this space. Now that's maybe what has been for the past 6 months. I'm hearing that for a number of you, given that every new moon can speak of a cycle of 6 months, even a year, so take it as you will. For a number of you, there's somebody in the environment though that has been waiting to call something out, and you see the Mother of Wands with the Magician. Let's clear the ground. Okay, for a number of you, second here. Yes, it's the type of thing where like, it's like, okay, it's like this, like that feeling where you're like, okay, I think this is what's up. And then you get that, until that point, it's like, it's like kind of all hearsay. I'm hearing that as well. Like, oh, you know, Spencer has like a crush on I'm hearing Marco Polo, 4 Cups, I don't know what that's like, oh, hybrids in reverse. Maybe it's something like even in an industry, it's like news that circulates. Now, you know, maybe for a number of you actually it was a different thing where it's like, alright. Now, whatever it was, it could be you or you have a premonition of some kind of like, maybe you're telling yourself like, I don't know, I don't want to like get all caught up in it. Okay. Feelings of pressure down to the sacral chakra. I'm hearing sacral, but in the heart down into the solar plexus. Now, for a number of you, oh my goodness, there's someone who is their head over heels in love with you. I'm hearing that with the Magician in reverse. Mother wants a bride. It's just like a matter of time. I'm hearing until, you know, it comes forth. I'm hearing it, and maybe someone may come forward and actually confront that, admit that. Now, for a number of you, this person possibly gets really nervous around you. I'm hearing that as well. Can be. You might actually work with this person. Let's pull another card here on that. Mother of Wands and the Magician. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Oh yeah. Okay. So 10 of Wands. So, but it's inevitable. I'm hearing that for as you might feel it. Now we'll pull cards to see where in the cycle this energy might have been uprising of the Hierophant as well. For a number of you, yeah, this is something that you're picking up on. It can be actually a surprise. It can be a proposal with the Tower upright in the theme. You're in the Hierophant reverse. Capricorn. I'm here. Capricorn, Leo, Libra. Gemini. Okay, let's clear it in the sacral and ground. I'm hearing something's up. Yeah, High Priestess in reverse. Like, this is like someone just like, it's like that feeling. It's something in the air. I'm hearing, I can smell it. I feel it. And then it's like that moment until that point is a premonition, and then it becomes like realistic. So take it as you will again, Gemini. There could be something that maybe you're clarifying, or you feel you're coming down to, or you feel like someone may be clarifying for you. Here comes the Hierophant, pops out of the deck. It was the one that was poking out, pops out right there on the desk. So, okay, yeah. For a number of you, it's like, I'm seeing someone inching closer and closer towards someone. They're like, here it goes. I'm about to, like, pull the curtain open. Like, everyone's gonna know it's me. I'm here, there's, okay, 1 second. It's the Chariot on the floor with that Emperor in reverse. Okay, for a number of you, this could be, like, a huge confrontation. I'm here for a number of you. Something that someone is calling out, even in a public way. All right, confession, I'm here as well. I'm on Gemini. Okay, let's pull cards here. I'm gonna pull cards for last, let's do April. 6 of Wands in reverse, let's clear the energy of ground. Devil here leading out, Daughter of Pentacles in reverse. We then lead into, that's April, May, June, July is the 10 of Cups upright, August, the 8 of Pentacles upright, September's 8 of Swords in reverse. All right, then we lead out with the 3 of Pentacles and the Daughter of Cups in reverse. For a number of you, there's something that is a pattern. Death. It's like there's some kind of cycle. It's almost as if, like, for a number of you, you're catching someone in some space. Like, I'm hearing reviewing your work. It's like, I don't know what that's. It's like, hi, I'm hearing Phoebe. Somebody dealing with a Scorpio, big time, who's got a lot of Leo. I'm hearing that as it relates to the devil. They could be, let's say, a Leo rising. I'm hearing that as well, or they could have a Leo in the 5th house. I'm hearing that as well. Maybe Saturn in the 5th, or Leo in the midhaven. Now, for a number of you, you work maybe with this person. I'm hearing makeup with the devil. It's like you caught them like checking your stuff out like a few times from like angles that like you don't even know yourself from. Like, I don't know what that's linked to. Like maybe someone taking pictures of you or something, and you like caught them. You're like, hello? Are you like holding on to that as well? Like maybe someone looks through someone's phone, they're like, wow, you took a picture of my chin like that, and like you're cherishing that still. Okay, Death card here with the Hermit. So 8 of Swords reverse, like, all right, honey, 8 of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords, like, I don't know, there's some kind of cycle, maybe a number of experiences that have like sort of added up in your book. You're like, all right, so that, along with that, makes me feel that you're also not just my dad. I don't know what that's alluding to. Let's clear it and ground. Death card upright. Father Pentacles upright. There's something that has become, I'm hearing, really, I'm hearing, over, actually. I'm hearing it's over. The Hermit in reverse. Someone's like, yeah, this is gonna be a detective. They're like, I gathered enough clues to know that, like, silver is not a fish. They, like, come down to something, they're like, yeah, okay. Silverfish is actually a type of insect, I think. Anyways, let's clear it and ground. I'm actually seeing that on the death card. So for number 8, this is something that has just become like um, totally also distracting. Like, this could be some aspects of maybe even your life, Gemini, where you're like, this whole thing that I was involved in, like, yeah, every time I do that, I see that it takes me there. So, yeah, and I don't want to be going there. So, you kind of pick it up on some kind of cycle is what I'm feeling, ultimately, Gemini. Now, you have the Hermit in reverse. I'm hearing Back to the Future with the Hermit in reverse. Someone like maybe, I'm seeing someone like, they are backing up their car out of a driveway. Death upright. They're like, yeah, no. They might even be moving out. I'm hearing that the Five of Cups and the Father of Pentacles. For a number of you, I'm hearing pissed off. Five of Cups and the Father of Pentacles looking at the Ten of Swords. So, it's kind of like bittersweet. Like, good to know that that doesn't work for me. Good to know that that's like their character, that's who they are, who they want to kind of characterize it all out as. And for a number of you, this was kind of unbelievable. It was like, it read to that point, I'm hearing, with the Ten of Cups, where it just became so blasphemous. It became so I'm hearing uncomfortable with the Ten of Cups. Like, why do we have to let it get to this point where it's also so, it's missing teeth? What in the world is the Eight of Pentacles? Like, I don't know. There's just chaos here for number 2, and it's just, yeah, you're over it. Okay, that's what the Father does. Yeah, somebody backs out of a contract even. Let's actually pull a few more cards on the Father's Swords. No, someone's gonna be stepping out. I'm hearing big time. Moon in reverse. Oh yeah, they're like, yeah, it's me. I'm hearing, hey, it was me. Okay, they're like, yeah. So I'm not gonna be mirroring the story like that anymore. Interesting. Maybe someone wants to come through and like confess in the neighborhood. But again, with the Hermit in reverse, the Magician. This is coming through. I'm hearing August. Let's clear in the sacral. Whoa, feeling pressure also down the right side behind the right ear. April. I'm hearing that as well with the Hermit. Five of Cups. This is some like Willy Wonka business sort of thing. Father Swords, I hate to say it, but Hermit here. Father Swords. Okay, yeah. It was like, we have like 8 chief executives. I'm hearing, I'm hearing that song Chase You Down. I think it's called Chase You Down. It's like a remix song. I'm hearing, I want to take away some 10 stars again, 3rd time here with the Father Swords. Freaking kidding me. This is like, no. Okay, so somebody here is at the point where they do not want to be working. I'm hearing in the Willy Wonka factory, and even maybe riding down the road that leads to it, like to say, hey, like it's casual. No, they don't even want to give the impression that they're involved with. I'm hearing his toothpaste, his toothbrush, or his breath. I don't know what that's going to, guys, but take it as you will. No offense to anyone who might be tuning in who does want to associate with that space. Take it, I'm saying breath. I'm hearing a Willy Wonka breath with the lovers. I don't know what take it as you. It could be a specific message for a number of you. I'm seeing a 4. Someone wanted to like continue carrying a certain cycle out, and it's like maybe someone saw the cycle for what it was. They were like, yeah, that's not going to be working. For a number of you, this has to do maybe with your diet even. It was like something that you're eating. It's like something you're maybe looking to the ingredients. You're like on the back of the package. Yeah, death mirror and the lovers. Like, okay, so something was, someone wants to stop. So just cut the cycle down. Let's love it with a star. Let's clear the ground. I'm hearing Aquarius very strongly here. Father Swords with a star. They actually turned someone in. They turned someone inside out actually as well. And they might have. I'm hearing Phoebe. I'm hearing working with the FBI. I'm hearing that for a number of you possibly on this space. Take as you will. I'm hearing letters C and K. I'm hearing CA. I'm hearing Carl's Jr. as well. I don't know what that was going to do. Okay, but there's something there. All right. Possibly with what was carried out. Let's pull a few more cards here for you. I'm hearing Cancer very strongly here. I'm hearing, he held me captive. What's that alluding to? Okay, for a number of you, unfortunately, I don't want to say it, but you're working with, this is a psychological space that you're working with, that you're coming down to, and you're recognizing a pattern here with the Magician in reverse. Okay, now, but let's jump into Cancer, all right? Thank you for tuning in. Yep, splitting right there, Cancer. Chariot here in reverse. Cancer energy is in the Magician in reverse. For a number of you, Cancer, let's jump into it. This is the Moon Leo, right? Let's pull a card here in the deep past, Emperor, well, Emperor in reverse, Two of Wands in reverse. Someone was like, they didn't want to rush something, or someone through a process, but they felt like they needed to play a role there, and maybe like acknowledging something. Yeah. Two of Cups in reverse, Two of Wands in reverse, Two of Swords upright. Feeling this pressure behind the ear right there. Let's clear it and ground in the environment. You have those Star in reverse and the Three of Swords upright. Okay, for number of you, there's something that is so obvious at this point. It's like, who's gonna be the one to write it on marker? I'm hearing on the marriage proposal, and it's Trace. What does that allude to? Hold on, let's clear it. Something about, I'm here Tracy, very strong. Wheel of Fortune in reverse in the advice. Six of Wands in reverse. This is somebody getting into contact, I'm here as well, with someone from the past. Something has become so ridiculous. You're like, I don't know. It's okay. Leading out the Son of Cups, mirror the Son of Pentacles. There's something that has just kind of. There's something that just has become kind of. I'm hearing carpe diem. At this point, it's like, I don't know what is going on. I'm here as well, possibly with this person. Emperor in reverse. Maybe possibly dealing with an Aries. I'm hearing that. In deep past, Two of Wands in reverse in the recent past, Two of Swords upright in the current state, Wheel of Fortune in the advice in reverse, Six of Wands in reverse. I'm seeing people at like, yeah, split again to the Chariot there in reverse. Wow, 3 times now. Okay, and that was a card that fell on the ground in the it was the in the Gemini reading. So, you know, for a number of you, this really comes down to how things are drawn out in a public way, possibly, and it's someone maybe is looking at his face and kind of feeling like, I don't know what they're thinking. I'm here as well, but the Two of Swords in the current state, let's clear it and ground. No judgment, right? But Nine of Wands reverse, someone feels like there's also a cycle. It's just becoming really it's confusing as well. Just becoming too complicated with the Nine of Swords in reverse as well. It's almost like, but then they keep kind of rowing the boat with a gondola kind of thing. They're like, okay, here we go, up another river. It could also be something kind of boring. I'm hearing that as well. Like, I don't want to have to say that, but it's just the cycles. Also, as someone feels it, like there's nowhere to go anymore. I'm hearing that as well. Maybe with a certain cycle, and it can be a cycle actually of communication, even where it's like, you know, when someone doesn't want to admit something, okay, and then it's like they're looking at his face, like, okay, there's not much more else to do. I might as well admit it. I don't know what that's about. The Sun Swords reverse, but let's clear it in ground for number review. Let's clear it again. I'm here at childhood. So maybe working maybe with the well, something has become very clear, interestingly, actually, of this space, maybe, where it's like you get to that point where like this so doesn't work to the next point of that's what I want to start getting involved with. And I'm hearing getting in shape. I'm hearing getting in shape with the Father of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. So again, if my mouth is like green, I'm drinking a grape juice. Okay. Emperor in reverse, Two Wands in reverse. Now, there's something that has become silly as well. Someone's looking at his face like, I just don't buy this. I just don't believe it. I'm hearing as well, like, this is maybe even like a public space, like, of communication where a number of people are coming through and like kind of throwing information out. It's like, I'm tired of looking at the news feeling. Like, I'm hearing that with the Nine of Swords in reverse. It's something that just has become kind of like also, I'm hearing it like boring. Like, I just have to say it. Like, you know, I don't know what to tell you anymore. Like, I'm seeing people meet in a room like every 3 minutes. I'm hearing that as well. They're like, what do you want me to do? Yeah, I'm just asking that for fun. Like, it's like a cheap trick. Eight of Swords, Ten of Cups, to get us like involved again and like interested. So, Chariot here in reverse leading out. It's just, it's awkward. I don't know. I'm seeing like someone feels like they go to work and like every day they open the door. I'm here. They open the chair. Interesting. They pull the chair out and then they push it into the desk, and it's like something just so repetitive. I don't know. Okay, no, it's clearing the heart chakra. For a number of you, this is a very involved space actually with the Ten of Cups upright. The Eight of Swords in reverse. I'm seeing someone's asking themselves, why am I here? What's the point of all of this? I'm hearing this one. Maybe it's really getting to that point where you're asking these broader questions, and it takes that point of what is all of this? It's not about this. I'm hearing that as well. The Nine of Swords reverse. It can't be about this. Like, and be that a space of chaos that you realize, cannot be the point. I don't know what that's linked to, is it? Maybe for a number of you, it's like you're hearing gossip and you're just not into it. You're just not into it. I'm hearing. I'm sorry. And then it's the seeking of the deeper meaning. I'm hearing that specifically with the Ton of Cups. What is it that I really am feeling then? If I'm busy listening to what everyone's saying, and that doesn't really make sense. What is it that I'm coming down to with the Ton of Cups? And finding, I'm hearing facing actually with the Ten of Cups, the music with the discussion space of with the Daughter Cup. So it's actually interesting. I'm seeing whatever this was, the build-up point with the Nine of Swords reverse, actually leads you in to a room. It's like the feeling of being so bored in that classroom, you start to sort of like explore. You sort of get curious about these other classrooms in the university of your life. I'm here as well. And like, there you go. Like, you start to explore that space of the Daughter Cups. And it's actually a blessing in disguise, right? This like sort of space of the white noise, Nine of Swords reverse. I was even like, was in a space that was just like, I'm here counting down, can't wait to get out, sort of feeling. Nine of Swords reverse, Ten of Cups, right? Very, very repetitive. I'm hearing this well. Let's clear it again and ground. I'm hearing repeated, repetitive. Yeah. Now the Fool here, but yeah, the Fool mirror and Daughter Cups, and Seven Wands in the in-between the two. It's like, whatever that was, it ironically, it so interestingly led to this feeling of like, whoa, a whole new world. Like, not even, okay, I'm running on the wheel and then I'm gonna like get really fit. It's like you jump off the freaking wheel. You're like, okay, maybe it's not about getting fit. Maybe it's about finding the cheese. I'm hearing there's both the Fool and the Seven of Wands and the Daughter Cup. So there's something that maybe it's like a space that kind of just blows your socks off, to be honest. Like, it's this encounter of a new experience. And had you not gotten so fed up with that other cycle, Cancer, I'm hearing Leo, Libra right there and right there. We see the Justice card. It's like there's so much potential as you feel it, and you really start to one second. I'm here for whatever you start to exercise. I'm here with the Justice card and the Nine of Swords. Take it as you will. Maybe it's you just like sitting at home, you're like real bored, and then you find like a really cool activity. Justice here. But for a number of you, it's like, and there could be some overlap actually big time for a number of you in relation to your physical activities, and then the cycle of your sort of experience that is more public and otherwise. Like, it's like, oh, by way of adopting that, let's say, exercise program, it really led to expand my experience in this part of my work life. Interesting. So take it as you will. It's kind of like an experience that feeds into other aspects of your life. It's very interesting. Vibration reverse. So, now for a number of you, it might be as well something that you really, you really are excited about actually with the High Priestess, but it's like I'm hearing it's relieving actually with the Six of Cups as well. Right over the Two of Swords, I see something is being diffused actually. With the Six of Cups over the, let's clear it again. It's like, I realize that's not the problem. Like, maybe for a number of you, see you in a room, like, people are, like, arguing. They're like, oh, I am the one who wears the medal on my chest. And then it's like, there's another person, they're screaming back. They're like, no, I wear it on my shoes, on my ankles. I don't know what that's alluding to. I'm seeing, like, there's a medallion, and, like, people are, like, trying to decide, like, where to place it. Maybe for a number of you, this is, like, actual design. I don't know what that's about, but thanks, well. And then it's like, you're just in this space thinking, it can't be. Like, are people really also fighting about stuff like that? Okay, so then it's like you just leave that room. Maybe it's like a meeting or something. You just kind of wander out. You're like, so where do I want to go? I'm hearing that as well. Justice upright. So there is this space of expansion with the Magician that we see here in reverse of all of what can be when we take that strike to see what else may exist. And it's not with really like a deliberate sort of focus. I'm not seeing you like kind of moving out of this space of conversation like with another one in mind. It's not like I'm getting out of this to jump right into that. I'm not seeing any rebound sort of remote controlling of your universe. I'm hearing perceptively at this time, at least, where you're like, it's not about I have control over my life and I choose not to be in this space. It's like more like I'm hearing fizzling out. Interesting with the Justice card. So it's almost like you're kind of, well, for now you could be meditating. Let's clear the ground. Feeling activation in the crown chakra. Not everybody's going to like that. Let's just be 150% honest. Not everybody's going to like it when you start to embark on a journey that you don't even understand. Because what does that tell them? It tells them that they are kind of like, in my way of making that inversely clear to them, it's like, whoa, like, so you're just positive on what you can't define. Like, so what does that mean about us? Like, we live within the realm of possibility only. Like, so what does that mean about what we also created together? Like, for a number of you, not everyone is going to entirely understand as well. Like, for a number of you, you want to go on some kind of transcendental streak. I'm hearing this with the High Priestess. Like, I don't know, guys, where I'm going, but hey, enjoy what you're doing here. I'm hearing those with the High Priest and the Six of Cups and the Fool and the Seven of Wands. So let's clear it. 1 second. For a number of you, it's very controversial, extremely. And I'm hearing you don't know me. I'm hearing that as well. The High Priest and the Justice card, like maybe people are trying to define for you, like, oh, like you don't eat donuts. It's like, oh hell yes I do. I'm hearing those with the High Priest looking to the Seven of Wands. Okay, so maybe for a number of you, you've been in some cycle of maybe it's like this. For example, you had like a really strict diet program, and then like all of a sudden you're like, I'm gonna dick around now. I'm hearing that the High Priestess looking at the Emperor in reverse. It could be metaphorical, but a diet of what? You know, what's your regimen of what related to the Emperor in reverse? It could be like, you know, in the way it also saying related to the element of fire, related to the physical body. It's really interesting. It's like for a number of you, there's almost like this. It's almost like this pulling a rubber band, right? So far back that it snaps forward, and there is this sort of interactive experience that you have with the space of extremes a little bit with the High Priest looking. Now let's clear it in ground. I'm hearing, call me back. I'm hearing no. I mean, that's specifically, this came through another reading. I think it was a Leo reading. Yeah, I'm hearing no. I am in London. Sorry, I'm hearing Son, Daughter, Cups in reverse, Father, Pentacles are right. Someone maybe shifts their image a little bit as well. Yep, big time with the Father Wands in reverse, Mother Pentacles are right. Suddenly, like, someone's behavior like changes. They're like, oh, you don't want to like make the trip with us as well. Maybe someone like decides not to like continue on a family gathering. Let's clear it in the sacral chakra. Let's pull all the cards, and we'll pull here for you, dear Cancer. Yeah, somebody dipped. They're like, I'm not gonna be like here. I'm in the desk. I'm hearing that as well. This person is they're at a desk job. They're kind of zoned out. For a number, you could be meditating big time, and you're like kind of having these epiphanies and visions, and like it's kind of ironic because it's not like you left maybe that space like to have that epiphany, but it's like you're kind of daydreaming at your job, and it's like it's not phasing you out either. It's like usually maybe for a number of you, you would never kind of do that. You'd never kind of like get to that point where like you don't care like that. I'm here as well, but like you got to that point. Cancer here. I'm hearing Leo, Libra, Daughter Cups, and Son of Pentacles. It's like, Robert, why don't you care about how we're ripping the pants open now? I mean, the High Priest of Two of Swords, like, you don't care. I'm seeing people in a room, like, they're deciding how to stitch, like, sewing on, like, a fabric. Let's clear it in ground. You're like, I'm fantasizing about feeling my man up. The High Priest of Two. Someone's getting bored with their job. I don't know. Take it as you will. They're, like, literally sitting at work. Like, I don't know. Magician reverse, mirroring the High Priest upright. Like, it could be metaphorical. Okay, Emperor here with the High Priestess and the Magician both. Like, I'm seeing someone's even watching TV, but for a number of you, this is something that you're experiencing. It could be, again, like, kind of like a metaphor being at work and thinking, you know, what's the next step of my experience? So, all right, let's pull 3 stacks actually for you, Cancer, and see here what might come through. I'm hearing call me back. No. It's like, what? Like, you usually have, like, manners in this space. I'm here as well. Like, you suddenly are just, like, you're being, like, for real. You're being fucking for real. I want you to come with me to the event. No. Oh, no. And it's not, like, in a way of, like, don't tell me what to do. It's like, just no. It's just simple as no. Father Pentacles reverse. Wheel of Fortune upright. Star upright. 2 cups upright. So there's no more triggering possibly for a number of you is what I'm seeing as well. To a large extent in a certain area of life. Let's get a few more cards out. High Priest, yeah, 2 swords. What really possibly is assisting in this phase of meditation. So take it as you will. Alright, we got the second stack out. We got the first and the third. I'm hearing as well. Son of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. Let's get into the first here. 2 of Swords. Father Pentacles, High Priestess, 2 of Cups, Star, we're on Cancer. We're in the pick a card stacks. Wheel of Fortune. I'm hearing white. I'm hearing a white wedding. I'm hearing that song. 2 of Swords. I'm hearing watch me while I'm hearing, so watch me whip. So watch me nae. So watch me nip. So what I mean, this person's like, listen, they're improvising the dang song. They're on stage. They're starting to like also take their hair out. They're just starting like random new shit. I'm hearing in the space that is like everyone expects. Like I'm hearing like Adele to sing the song like she normally would. She's got like another song playing on her headphones. She's like seeing like a performer. They're like, not to say that that's really great, but you know, like, again, it'd be metaphorical, but like someone on stage and they're like listening. They're literally listening to like music. I'm hearing that specifically. Like, wow, they're singing a certain song for an audience, but it's like what they're listening to is different from. And for no reason can be the feeling that hey, I need to make a shift within my career. I'm hearing that as well. With the Wheel of Fortune and the High Priest, I want to innovate. So, let's get a few more cards here. Well, let's see. One second. For a number of you, you're really liking this new way. I'm hearing that the Two of Cups, Two of Swords, really working for you. Oh my. Yeah, really feeling it here, actually. Very much so with the Two of Swords, the Two of Cups. Let's pull um, May, June, July, August, September, October. And I want to place earbuds on the Two of Cups. May, June, July, August. Ooh, August. For a number of you, you're tuning in. For a number of you, you're having an activation possibly even around this. But there's something that you're actually appreciating. You are almost like seeing things in a totally new way is what I'm hearing in Cancer. And there's almost like this sense of you're like having this supercharged sort of um, experience. I mean, well, it's a sensation. It's like, you know, that feeling when you have the epiphany and then like everything around that space sort of makes sense. So the star mirroring the Two of Cups. Now, for a number of you, this possibly started in May. You might have started to have a number of awakenings. I'm hearing that as well. Like one led to the other, led to the other, led to the other. It was very complex, actually. It was a lot involved here in this space. And you lead to the Father of Pentacles and the Two of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the High Priestess. Now, for a number of you, I want to pull another card here on the High Priestess. I'm hearing hype, hypey beat. I'm hearing that hypey beat with the High Priestess. Okay, and the Lovers. Let's clear it in ground. Some of you are going to be getting down to a decision. There's so much white noise in that room, so much white noise. I'm remembering that one Pisces read. The Judgment card is in the theme. Hey, remember that one Pisces read? It was the feeling of ascension. I think it might have been the Saturn retrograde reading. Yes. Saturn retrograde reading for Pisces. It's on the playlist on the channel. Feel free to check it out. You do have the card of Pisces here that you lead out into October with. So that might be a really pivotal energy that comes through around that time. But for a number of you, you're having some kind of major activation. You know that. I'm hearing that ultimately when you really come down to it. If you're watching this reading, you're watching this particular stack, you're connected and you know it. I'm hearing the star here. This is about your star seed, family. I'm hearing the High Priest and the star. Now, possibly for a number of you, I'm hearing the letter L. I'm hearing lyricist. I'm hearing lyria. I'm hearing that as well. Let's clear it in ground. Hi, Eve. Hey. For a number of you, the Two of Cups in the center of the spread. I'm hearing it really comes down to how you present yourself in this space. What that actually comes down to, though, interestingly, is how you feel with yourself on a personal level first. So instead of like trying to define the space for others in a really public way, I first need to kind of get into that private experience of feeling what I'm feeling, and then I can kind of, I'm hearing present it. Interesting. Or also feel that I'm making moves with it with the Wheel of Fortune, and that High Priest is leading out in the future. So the Tower's in reverse. There might, for a number of you, be a decision coming big time. For a number of you, there's someone maybe coming forward. They want to partner up with you on something here. It's really exciting with the Lovers. Possibly for a number of you. Okay. They might, there's something, let's clear it. For a number of you, you want to like open a shop or something. You're like selling some kind of good. It's like really interesting. For a number of you, you're doing some kind of commerce thing. Four Pentacles of Bright Lovers. This is a lot of content, very creative content. Now, for a number of you, there's a lot that leads to this point, and in divine timing. All right, now 1 second. Let me just quickly, we're gonna move to the second stack in a moment. I'm just going to run to the restroom real quick. Thank you guys for your patience, and I'll be back. Congratulations, Cancer. We are here for you. And thank you guys so much again for tuning into you. Wow, Cancer, it's so exciting. For a number of you, I'm seeing that you're starting to work with, like, possibly you're working in a new industry. But for a number of you, you're like getting really into something here. It's maybe some kind of product line. I'm hearing that as well. All right, well, we'll get maybe further into that down the line in further readings. And thank you all so much for tuning and connecting here to you. If you're not already subscribed, then feel free to do so if you would like to get notified of the next. Well, when we have new readings that come through, and I tend to read rather often, so for the monthly readings and such, and different astrological cycles that we may move through. So take it as you will. If you do feel guided to subscribe, let me just plug this in before it does Diana. Okay, let's jump into it. The second stack here, and here we are. Mother of Pentacles upright. The Fool upright. The Six of Cups upright. I'm hearing Farmville. Okay. Whatever that may mean for a number of you. The Death card. The Three of Swords. The Devil. Let me get water actually as well. Ace of Cups in reverse, seen in tandem with the Seven of Pentacles upright. Now, for a number of you, Cancer, if you pick the second stack, sorry if that was loud. Let's see. There is a huge. I gotta say it. We're reading, right? I gotta say it. I'm hearing a huge knife in your back. So I don't know what that's related to. This could be for a number of you, experience of the past, but could be something from a past life. Or something that was just so uncomfortable. I'm hearing that as well. But for a number of you, this is someone who, unfortunately, I'm hearing this, but does not have your best interest in mind. And I have to come out and say that real clearly. I'm hearing that for a number of you. Don't know what that might be alluding to. Take it as you will. It might be something that you didn't possibly want to address, and it can be something that you have experienced in a number of stages, and it's like, wow, did they really do that to me? I'm hearing that as well. Maybe there's a sensation that somebody doesn't have your back. Like, and these are general readings, so always take it as you will, but there might have been something that you just felt like, that's so shitty. I'm hearing that, like, specifically. Three of Swords, you're in the Fool. Someone, like, kind of defeated I'm hearing I'm hearing your religion. What is that alluding to? 1 second. Like, someone maybe said something that made you feel, like, really, also maybe for you offended, like, and the feeling was, I need to come out and, like, really be very clear on that. Let's clear it in the throat chakra. For a number of you, this is something hidden. I'm hearing it's hidden from you. I'm not sure what that's into. I don't normally, like, speak it so directly, but I'm hearing it very strongly here for a number of you. The Three of Swords, the Death card. This is something that, starts in Theragrese. I'm hearing it in that way. Okay, this goes way freaking back. We're talking way back. Like, and this is something of a pattern. It is possibly for a number of you something that repeats. It recurs over and over and over again. The Devil mirroring the Death card, the Fool mirroring the Three of Swords. Like, this is somebody who will kind of do anything to throw you on your back, like, and call you a tortoise without sand, to walk upon. I don't know what that's alluding to. It's like they want to make you feel like there's nothing left good in life. Like, that's so fucking shitty. With a Fool. Okay, so let's clear it. No judgment. Cancer, let's be still. I'm hearing remembering. I'm hearing reminding ourselves of the fact that everything is, I'm hearing, see-through glass. Interesting. Even the experiences that we feel are very challenging, we are engaging in that experience in relation to another experience. Everything is interactive. So in other words, this experience, this cycle of my life that was very challenging, kind of in some way still integrates with that aspect of my life that does make me feel empowered. I'm hearing that as well. And what we ultimately make of that experience is what we engage that experience within the space of in an interactive way with the rest of how we see our passion. Interesting. So for a number of you, you gave something to this person. You felt like you gave something to this person. And that was the challenging part here. Yeah, thank you, Marisa. Thank you so much for your donation. That was a challenging part here. Maybe for a number of you, you gave a lot to this person, actually. You really invested in this space. You felt like you truly, you disconnected from another reality to participate in this reality with them. And oh boy, did that make you feel like you were reminded of the past. I'm hearing that again. Like, it's something where you come down to it and like you realize like that one character in the film is like actually a freaking antagonist. Like, you thought that they had your back the whole time, and like the whole time they were actually thinking of how to I'm hearing hit the door like behind you. I don't know what that's like. Let's clear it. Yeah, like the feeling of like locking you in like the castle. I don't know what that's going to do. Let's clear that. Yeah. So well, why all of the the past life energies here coming through so strongly? Let's get a few more cards out. Ten of Wands. Yeah. Right on the Death card. Chariot in reverse. This is a past life for a number of you. Remember some kind of experience. It was very hard, very hard to translate, even because it was just so intense. It's like, why would they do that? Like, why would they go through the lengths also of doing that? And this was a cycle that had you feeling like you were I'm hearing Fetty Wap's brother on one hand, and then Freddy Cougar's lunch meal over the next. Let's clear that. What the frick? Ten of Wands in reverse over the Death card and the Ace of Cups. So for a number of you, well, listen, we're moving through a lot of cycles here. We have the Sun in Leo, and then we have in addition we have Mercury in Leo, and we have in addition the new moon in Leo. Now we have Venus in Cancer, so there is a focus on what is being brought up for review during this time, and in addition we have 5-6 planets retrograde. So let's pull the cards here. April, Ten of Wands, May, Ace of Cups, June, Six of Cups. Somebody realized something. There's a realization here, yeah, and they feel it coming. That's part of it. They're like, I'm starting to see that they're not really my friend. I'm hearing that as well. Yeah, they don't really actually feel that way about me. I'm hearing that as well. You start to pick up on something here. April, May, June, July, August is the Seven of Pentacles. July was very difficult. I'm with you here, Cancer. I'm hearing it in this way for you, Three of Swords. In July, this is something that was, I'm here related to the children as well. I don't know what that's linked to the Fool here. Fool comes through. I'm here, Constantinople, with the Fool coming through in September. The Death card in October. November is the Mother of Pentacles, and December is the Devil. I'm hearing, yeah, at least we cleaned it up. I'm hearing that specifically. Like, I'm seeing someone looks back at a space. They're like, you know what? At least I got out of that alive. I'm hearing that as well with the Death card mirroring the Devil. Like, this was something that made you feel and realize your worth. Sometimes we come to that point where we realize, whoa, I'm about to lose like my sense of self here, like in this connection. I'm about to like completely dissolve. Like, am I about to like call myself someone I'm not? Thank God I disconnected from that reality. I'm hearing that I did not really want to relate to. So maybe for a number of you felt that there was some kind of experience that was making you feel powerless, like connected, kind of like you depended upon it with the Six of Cups, like, oh, I need them, they need me, oh, we need you, like, and then you get to that point where it's such an alleviation, actually. Thank God I didn't have to dance on that stage. I'm hearing for any longer than I did with the Fool and the Death card. So there's a sense of appreciation, gratitude, actually, for what you come down to here with the Death card and the Seven of Pentacles. And it is a cycle. It is an experience. It takes time, I'm hearing as well, to move through. But you're going to be making it. I'm hearing in this way with the Fool. I'm hearing M-O-G. Chariot right there, over the Fool and the Death card. I'm hearing chase you down. I'm hearing that with the Father, Swords at the base of the Chariot, Father, Wands in reverse in the theme. Yeah, any funny business is going to be totally clarified here. Don't worry, Cancer. I'm hearing you'll have the chance as well to call it out. I'm hearing you'll have the chance to clarify. I'm hearing that ultimately you'll have the chance to dance on the stage with your discussion. I'm hearing in this way. So for a number of you, there was, whatever was sort of like making you also feel like I'm extreme, like in this space, like either I'm in or I'm out. I think it was a hummingbird. Oh yeah, so sweet. It's not about pleasing people. I'm hearing that as well. Okay, especially people who do not have our back. I'm hearing that like specifically. What it comes down to is chasing. I'm hearing our version of the story. And if we have to come through and manage people, one second. I'm here, keep your stories to yourself. I'm hearing that as well. Thank you for your donation, moon, sun, and moon. Thank you for your donation. 10 euros on the dock. Thank you so much. What a cute little emoji there. So yeah, let's clear it in ground. For a number of you, it's like Father of Swords, the Chariot. For a number of you, this was so hard. I have to emphasize, it was so hard to see it in this way, to see it for what it was, to see it as like, holy shit, they changed the channel on me like that. I'm hearing that specifically with the Fool and the Death card. Holy shit, they really did. I'm hearing they really did. I'm hearing they did put up that do not disturb sign for a reason. Wow, I'm hearing that. Chariot here, mirroring the Father of Swords. Fool with the Death card leading you out. I'm hearing trickster. I'm hearing tricky with the Death card and the Fool. Mother of Pentacles leading you out at the base of the Six of Cups. But again, Cancer, remember this. When you hit through this month of, let's say, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, remember that you still have the moment. And it's yours to cherish. Even if someone, as you may have felt it, like, supported you, okay? Like, let's just say you felt like, oh my god, they had my back. Like, whatever it may have been. It could be in a political space. I'm hearing those, especially with the Six of Cups diagonal with the Devil. You know, it might have been something that I'm hearing at your desk job. Like, you thought everyone was, like, supporting one another. Okay, like, let's clear it in ground. Now, at the end of the day, right? It's like, you are in that space of empowerment. Okay, you don't need, in other words, to have the experiences of others define for you what you make of this life. And that is like not easy, okay, to practice, to think of maybe, let's say, yeah, okay, I believe in, you know, but Cancer, I'm hearing Pisces so strongly here. At the end of the day here with the Mother of Pentacles, what it comes down to is still moving through the door. Even if knowing that when you look back, no one is looking at where you go. Off to next. For a number of you, you are moving on from a life cycle here. And I'm hearing, I don't need to be anything more than lint in your pocket to you. I'm hearing that specifically. And I really don't need that. This is not in a way of saying like, goodbye, okay? Like, I don't care about you anymore. It's like, I realize that I don't actually need that. And that is the transcendence here of the experience with the Fool mirroring the Mother of Pentacles, where we see all of the moment of what matters in the space of gratitude for the moment itself. And what we make of it is up to us with the Mother of Pentacles ultimately. And I am seeing self-reliance here with the Mother of Pentacles. I'm seeing that somebody possibly has had a shaken moment here. I'm here, a shake up. I'm here with the Mother of Pentacles. I want to pull another card here on the Mother of Pentacles, actually from this other stack. For a number of you, it's very clear. It's like either I leave the past behind, Sun of Swords in reverse. Yeah, there we go. Judgment right there on top of the Sun of Swords in reverse. Ace of Wands in reverse. Five of Cups in right. I'm going to be the one who stands up for myself. No one else is going to be. I realize that. Listen, Cancer, you know, it's like everyone is on their path, right? Everybody is on their journey. Sometimes we can see certain people in certain spaces and think, wow, they're committed to this. Wow, they're in love with me. I'm hearing that as well. Wow, they like my work. Wow, they want to see it, you know, continue on. They want to see it evolve. And we have this perspective, but, you know, we are not them. I'm hearing that specifically. And you realize that it's the trouble in bringing expectation to that point of, I expected them to care. I'm hearing about me also in this way. That brings us to that point of trouble with what happens when I meet me and my value, my expectation for myself. When I say, well, okay, whatever they do is what they do, but what I do for me, and then when I see that that is a totally different story than what they kind of say, I'm hearing also out loud. 1 second, I'm hearing, oh yeah, no, for a number of you, I'm hearing they piss me off. Like there was something here where you couldn't go back from that moment here. I'm hearing Cancer, Capricorn. There was something here in July, you could not go back. I'm hearing from that moment. It was very challenging. It was like a moment of like intense. I'm hearing magnification actually of a certain realization that you've had with the Three of Swords. It's like, I can't trust them. I'm hearing that as well. And it's that, you know, that moment when you take the sword out of your heart. You're like, I'm not also going to be invested in the pain here either. Like, and there's no point. in trying to also fix them and trying to make them better and trying to make them anything, there's absolutely no point. Why? I'm hearing that with the Three of Swords. Because what you realize at that point, yet again, is that it's really actually not about their side of the story. It is about you, Cancer. I'm hearing that the Mother of Pentacles upright. It's about your move that you make. It's about your life. It's about your experience and how you experience it. It's about your perspective ultimately. So, and you may at a certain point realize that you're a role model. And sometimes it's not about convincing that person that they're wrong and then making them change their behavior. Sometimes it's about showing up in the way that you expect them to. For you, though, and saying, this is how I operate in my life, and I love that. Truly loving that experience with the Mother of Pentacles is everything right now. I'm hearing that as you move into November and December and January. But specifically for a number of you, before the year ends, I'm hearing this, Cancer, for a number of you, I'm hearing you remember a really important lesson here, and it's that you navigate your future. No one else, even if it's family, can tell you if you're sweet, if you're sour, if you're so good at something, if you're kind of slacking off, if what you created is good enough or not. No one can tell you who you are. And it's just that moment here in July here for Nari Cancer that you have to shake it off. You have to just shake it off. Okay, you have to like kind of be okay with that space of saying, okay, it's cool. I see it for what it is. Three Swords. It's cool. It's all right. I'm hearing that the Three Swords, out of the Mother of Pentacles. And then you jump into your life boat. I'm hearing that specifically. And then you start rowing. And that is a really big deal. Because for a number of you, it brings you to associate with your life in a way that is so emotionally validating. I'm hearing that as well. Because possibly for a number of you, there was something in the past that was satisfying, but like it felt codependent. And I am hearing that. And I'm holding on my thumb. But I imagine this with like, babies that suck on their thumb. Six of Cups. It's like it was comfortable, it was cozy, and we all like kind of curled up together. But is that really what I wanted actually with the Mother of Pentacles? It did. I'm hearing this for a number of you. It took so much to walk away from that. But not in what you felt you put into it and then you took back out. Not feeling I gave so much of the experience and now I feel like I have to get it back. No. It's in the build-up point of the realization of the moment that you decide to make the decision to move on from what feels like pain. Three Swords. For a number of you, it's something very subtle. It's very subtle. I'm seeing that this is something like your coworker or like your manager, like they're painting you in a public way, in a way where you're just like, it's over and over, and you try to like feel okay with it, you just don't. You don't feel okay with it. It doesn't feel right to you. And that's where we see really in October that breaking point. I'm hearing the breakup as well. I don't know what that's going to do with the Fool and the Death card and the Father's Swords, but you really come down to it. You take the knife out of the heart here, Cancer. In October, November, I'm hearing no is no, and no means no, and it will not change. I'm hearing its own answer, Father Swords. So you almost leave something at the door, you define a certain space, you set a boundary. I'm hearing that as well. Big time with the Fool and the Death card in October and November. I'm hearing that again. And let's clear it in ground. It might be legal actually. You might actually be taking some kind of legal action here. Now, Mother of Pentacles. For a number of you, it's again not that feeling of like, oh my God, it's so involved to step out of the space and like move on, like all of that. No. It's more like I'm hearing Aquarius here very strongly. Three of Swords and Six of Cups. I'm hearing I want candy. Da, 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 da. It's just a decision. It's not like, oh my God, I bought all this candy and I have to go return it and I'm not gonna have any more. It's like it's the decision mentally to remove yourself from a certain space of a paradigm of desiring something. And it is really like that. Those moments when you just shift. You're like, that's it. I made up my mind. Like, I don't want to eat stuff that's not good for me. I don't want to eat stuff that's like gonna make me feel bad later. I just don't want that. And then that's the shifting moment here with the Three of Swords. So it's kind of like pain, but then it's also powerful, is what I'm hearing ultimately for a number of you. And that is the beauty as well of these cycles here, right, that we see in relation specifically to the Death card, which is Pluto retrograde. So now, interestingly, right, Pluto has gone retro. That started, let's take a look here, Cancer, when that was exactly. Pluto began its pre-shadow in January 2020, and it actually then dipped into officially being retrograde on April 25th. You might have found a really strong jolt there. In October, again, we clear out with that with the Fool. On October 4th, technically Pluto does go direct. It doesn't clear though yet. We still have the post shadow. And so in November, we have here Death Upright. There's something that you just like, you look back at a cycle, Cancer, and you just give it a really good fucking laugh. You give it a really good laugh. You're laughing. I'm hearing like full body laugh. Kind of what we're talking about here with the Fool and the Death card. Like you, it's like a baby. I'm hearing baby belly. Okay, kind of like sort of laugh here that we're looking at with the Death card and the Fool. Like you just, it's that cathartic moment I'm hearing as well, where you look back at your life, Cancer, and you just let go, and you're like, I honestly don't want to be anyone else's puppet. I'm hearing that as well. Parent. I'm hearing that for a number of you. Death and the Fool. I don't want to have to solve their fucking problems with them as well. I'm hearing that specifically with the Death card here in November. It's not about me. I'm hearing that as well. And be that a point of also, yet again, like, what feels to be like, they got this, like, problem, and, like, I'm kind of judging myself for it, and, like, the fact that they won't, like, just give me what I want. Like, maybe for a number of you at a certain point in time, like, it was very hurtful, and, like, you felt like that's hurtful, and, like, you know, you're questioning it, you're trying to understand it, and like, why would they do that? But then, no, in October here, Cancer, no longer do you need to spin the tires on the bus. I'm hearing if they don't go round and round on their own, like, you are willing to set the bus to the side on the highway and see, I'm hearing what else is out there. All right, strength here right over the Daughter Cups, big time. There's healing here for a number of you. There is maybe someone coming through as well. Strength card here. There's someone who you maybe even meet. I'm hearing it's a new priority for you. Let's just say it that way. Strength card over the Death card for an review. It's your health. You're getting back on the health kick train here with the Strength card right over the Death card. The Fool here with the Seven of Wands. I'm hearing I'm flirting again with my life, with my future. I love what I do. I'm hearing that with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. You're letting go of a huge ass weight here. Specifically also in July, I'm hearing that yet again, but June, April, August, there's a build up here. Sun in reverse. Yeah, I'm hearing let it go. Like, you look at something you're trying to save, like, so you're working so hard to like save something. You're like, it's cool, let it go. Okay, Father, Wands upright. Now, you lead out here with the Magician. For a number of you, could actually be, wow, you could be moving. You could be also starting on a new project. So take it as you will, whatever you feel, you know, that might be speaking to for you. We'll get further into these energies down the line, October, November. I may do a number of readings. We do have some extended readings, though, that do dip into those months, and there could be, you know, something of interest there if you do feel guided. Thank you all so much for your purchase of these extendeds and your donations as well. Thank you all so much for connecting. Hi, Dustin. Hello. All right, cool. You just caught us at our most emotional, Dustin. Dustin, good friend of mine. All right, let's get into the third stack here. Cancer. Okay, I'm hearing I bleed on the line for you. Wow. And I'm looking at this red pen here. I'm hearing I will be there. I'm hearing that as well with the red pen here. Okay, let's pull the cards out. Okay, third stack here, Cancer, and we have here the Ace of Swords in reverse. I'm hearing the letter H, Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the World here in reverse, Five of Wands in reverse. I'm hearing found out. I'm hearing find me as well. Five of Wands in reverse, Six of Swords upright. Nine of Cups upright right over the Ace of Swords in reverse, Ten of Pentacles in reverse, Mother of Swords in reverse, Hermit in reverse. Wow. Okay, Cancer, for a number of you, you are working with a lot, I'm hearing, of information. I'm seeing like almost like a room filled with stuff, like papers. I'm hearing, but I'm seeing it as like information, like things that you feel like, sooner or later I'm gonna have to come down to this. I might as well do it now with the Hermit here in reverse, right over the World in reverse, Ten of Pentacles in reverse, Mother of Swords at the base of the Hermit. Now, there's something that is very complicated, naturally. Maybe it's just the sort of the intrinsic nature of what you're working with. There's just a lot that goes into this space, a lot that comes out of it as well. And maybe for a number of you feel like there's so much responsibility in making sure that this space feels like it moves onto where it needs to go. I'm hearing as well the Ten of Pentacles for a number of you. Let's get one more card here, actually, on the Ten of Pentacles. And the World, we are going to be pulling. from the stack. Okay. We're pulling from the second stack. Five of Pentacles right over the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, so there's something that kind of became also like quickly. This is something that quickly became so involved. Like, holy moly. Hey, how are you, Justin, by the way? How's it going? Fun trip. Four of Swords here with the Justice card. Five of Wands, Six of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles of the world. Now, for a number of you, there was just like a lot here involved in maybe some kind of space. It got heavy. I'm hearing that for a number of you, and I'm almost seeing someone with like they enter into this like this library. Like, I'm gonna go in thinking I'm gonna get like one book, all right? They leave with like a backpack filled 10 pounds worth of books there. Okay, Five of Wands in reverse, World here in reverse. I'm hearing I'm gonna do this. Like, there's some kind of dedication, energy of dedication we see with the World here in reverse. Five of Wands reverse, like whatever it takes. Like, I'm gonna do this. I'm hearing this specifically, and also for them. So for a number of you, you could be actually preparing a surprise. Here's what I'm hearing as well: Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Swords. There's a lot of pressure, though. I'm hearing that yet again, and we got the Son of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, and then Nine of Swords. Let's pull a card here. 1 second. I'm hearing safety net. Oh, for the maybe you're wanting to save up for something here. Ten of Pentacles. You want to like even plan a trip or like something about investment here as well. With the Son of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. The Four of Swords and the Five of Wands. For a number of you, your work life is so involved. Holy shit. You got a lot on your plate. I'm just gonna say it in that way. Ten of Pentacles and Five of Wands. It's with the hope of eventually making your way through Candyland. I'm hearing it in that way. Ten of Pentacles, mirror the Ten of Wands. Ten of Pentacles. Let's get one card out for each of the months. April, we got the Son of Pentacles. May, the Four of Swords. I'm hearing moving. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. June. July is the Five of Wands in reverse. August is the Ten of Cups upright. September is the Nine of Swords in reverse. October is the World in reverse. November. Did we just repeat that? Hold on. April, May, June, July, September. No, November is the Father of Cups. December is the Hermit. January is the Six of Swords in reverse. February is the Five of Pentacles in reverse. I'm hearing big launch. I'm hearing news as well. I'm hearing letter C. I'm hearing cameo. I'm also hearing cam 4. Take it to Justice here in reverse, leading you out. This is in March of 2021. Now, we have a lot of cycles here long term that we're moving through. Let's clear the energy on the back of the neck. Long term cycles here that we're moving through for a number of you. This has to do with I'm hearing your energy. I'm hearing reserves, like making sure you keep that in check and balanced. That will be something possibly that you got a lot here, maybe that culminates up into. Let's clear it in ground. Why are we reading so far back? The moon cycle can sort of evolve in 6-month stages, waves. So, you might be working with a certain concept, related to whatever comes up around this time of new moon in Leo. Yes, it's a new moon in Leo today, technically, but we're moving with that in a cyclical sort of manner. So 6 months past prior, then moving up into, and then moving out. So, let's clear the energy in ground 1 second. Son of Pentacles. I'm hearing psyche. Okay, with the Son of Pentacles. April, May, June. June was I'm hearing crazy. Ten of Pentacles reverse. Like, I think I'm like ready. I'm hearing like specifically like rolling your shoulders back. Five of Wands in reverse or something like. Just I'm hearing you kind of, I don't know. Your reality was kind of hard to finance. I'm hearing that for number possibly something was getting overwhelming, but a lot of questions maybe going into that space that you felt like it's a constructive thing. It's not haphazard. It's not random. It's with a vision ultimately. Now let's clear. Yes, there's a lot of upward growth. I'm hearing that in terms of the scale that you move along in your work, specifically your Cancer. So if you pulled this stack, if you're watching this stack, there might be a really strong emphasis on what you make of a certain cycle. So it's like I experience like so many things. Also, like during that period, it's almost like a graduation feeling. Like what's the thing that we sort of call out from that? Now this can be also related to the concept of ascension here with the Ten of Pentacles. Hi, Alice Lefay. Hey. Yeah. Okay. So I actually want to pull monthly cards here on. I'm hearing Save the Last Dance for Me. Father Cups. This is July, August, September, October, November. Big month there for November for a number of you possibly. Let's clear it out for a number. You're like saving up for some kind of really big trip. Let's jump into Pisces. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And you know what? Actually, just one more card here. We'll pull on a Father Cups of the Hermit. Three of Wands here, because I have the time of my life. Judgment, reverse, Three of Wands, right? Okay. So take it well. Could be for a number of you, it's something that you promised someone and like you're making it come full circle. Son of Pentacles, Three of Wands. Like it's really a very exciting chapter. I'm here, very surreal. Okay, really, really surreal. Like is this really happening moment? Okay. Let's pull the cards here. Pisces. Thank you, Pisces, for tuning in. Pisces at the party. What's up? Pisces. Oh boy. You got a lot here. I'm here on your back, on your plate. You got a lot here. I'm hearing that you're branding out as well. Oh boy, Pisces, you got very public sort of energy, like very, very. I'm here also intimate at times. Take it as you will. For a number of you, Pisces, you have a lot that you're maybe you feel that you're involved in around this time. Like a lot of people are very much interested to know also what you're doing, what you're up to, where you're at, where you're going. You're meeting a lot of people. Your lovers are making a lot of the deals. I mean, I don't know. That's when Mother Swords reverse. Lovers are bright. You're meeting a lot of people there, Pisces. Nine of Cups and the Star. Now, this is energy possibly that has been building up from 6 months back, and I highly recommend. Feel free to check back to like 6 months, let's say ago. Was that February or so? Check back to what might have been at play there. Even in your environment, you know, what was the sort of the generalized theme that was coming up for review, and it might really help sort of give context to what it is that you're experiencing right here. And specifically back in February, I think it's February 8th, we had the full moon in Leo. So, you know, the moon cycle can kind of move in those 6 month cycles of full moon in that sign, the new moon in the same sign, and again, the full moon in that sign. So let's say today's the new moon in Leo, but if you think 6 months back at the full moon in Leo, then that is sort of boomeranging out 6 months down the line as well, back into another full moon in Leo. So let's jump into it. I think that will come down the line into January. Ace of Swords in reverse. I'm hearing I'm ready. Oh my god, for a number of you, you are like a star. I'm hearing this with Nine of Cups, like you got a lot of eyes on you. Leo, I'm hearing Leo. Pisces, I'm hearing pinch me. Baby, full hair coming through. You made a big move here for a number of you. Maybe it's in terms of like some aspect of your life, like either maybe even you met someone, it's just like so the Hierophant and the Ace of Pentacles at the same time. I've been shuffling the deck. It's like, yes, I'm hearing I want to register for that event. Thank you, Ace of Swords. Justice, let's get all the cards out. Six of Cups. For you, this is a reunion. Maybe you're meeting back up with people that you were like very, very close with at a certain point in time, and so on and so forth. Okay, let's get all the cards out. I'm seeing honey. Take it to it could be related to investment. It's symbolically honey related to finances. But Pisces, let's center and ground, feeling some pressure in the heart chakra. Okay, so, you know, and feeling sort of activation of the crown chakra. For a number of you, it's not always, like, fun. Okay, I'm hearing that as well. Like, for a number of you, if you're famous, a lot of people watching Pisces. It's not always easy. I'm hearing that as well. And there is a lot that comes along with that. I'm hearing ultimately Mother Wands in reverse, Father Pentacles in reverse. But on the whole, I'm seeing like this cycle has been really, really, really energizing for you. Let's say, you know, thinking 6 months back. Now, let's jump into it. Pisces, Five of Wands in reverse. Okay, Ten of Pentacles in reverse, Father Pentacles in reverse. You have been building something here for a number of you, Pisces. It's been something like from the ground up, really, is what we're talking. Ten of Pentacles reverse, Five of Wands reverse, Father Pentacles reverse. It's something that was so exciting, actually, because it was like your own. It's like, imagine building your house, right? It's like you're designing your house, you're designing what you want to go in it, you're making those decisions, executive decisions. It's your vision, ultimately, that's coming forward here. The Magician, the Empress in reverse. We're going to get into that. Okay, stick with me there. Oh, with the Wheel of Fortune as well. Oh, upside down. But for a number of you, it's like, look, it's that feeling of like, it's becoming what I see it to be. I'm hearing that as well, and it's just so energizing. I'm hearing that, Pisces. With the Magician and the Ten of Pentacles, like, it's almost like everything is possible. There's so much opportunity here. There's so much possibility. It's just, it's really exciting. I'm hearing that, like, yet again. Now, for a number of you, you were, like, moving towards a certain space, and you felt like everything was kind of moving into places. What I'm hearing, like, kind of things were becoming clear. I'm hearing that as well, and kind of clarifying, even lightening up. I'm hearing that with the load. Five of Wands yet again, Ten of Pentacles. Now, Pisces, Father of Pentacles in reverse and Mother of Wands in reverse, Sun, and the Father of Swords. Seven of Cups. I'm hearing family here, right here with the Seven of Cups and the Father of Swords. I'm hearing they found me at my weak point. I'm hearing that with the Death card mirroring the Seven of Cups. Two of Cups, Five of Pentacles in reverse, Chariot in reverse, there we go, with the Moon in reverse. So for a number of you, there's something that this is some cycle here. It lasted like a really long time. I don't know what this is alluding to, but like there was something that you were getting the coals burning there. I'm here with the Father of Pentacles reverse. Mirror Ten Pentacles here in reverse. It could be related to your career, like something like there was something that maybe even you were distancing yourself from. I don't know. You felt like you were making some kind of progress or headway in some way. And then it was like, for a number of you, maybe there was an experienced sun here that challenged you in relation to childhood. And it might have been, we're going to pull cards on the month to see where exactly this might have struck. The Two of Cups on the floor. Okay, yeah. But I'm here, don't worry, Pisces. Whatever it was, I'm here, you're going to bounce right back. Okay, don't worry about that. The moon here and the sun. It's like, this is cyclical. It possibly for you was even related to the moon cycle. Like, and it was just kind of obvious, actually, for a number of you. It's like, well, I know every time at that time of the year, like, you know, maybe let's say it this way, you're in a really good mood, and then like there's a certain day here, like the calendar I'm here of the month, and it's like every year, like there's this experience that you have, and it might be something, you know, from the past childhood here with the moon and the sun. And I'm seeing for a number of you, I would beckon to bet that this happened during the cancer season, because that was so intense. It was a sun in Cancer. We had an eclipse in Cancer, eclipse new moon. We had another new moon in Cancer. We had Venus retrograde, and we had Mercury retrograde. So in addition to Saturn retrograde, Pluto retro, we had a number of planets, and Neptune went retrograde right in the middle of that new moon. Oh, please. Okay, it was like really, like, for a number of you, this is a really long cycle we're talking about from the way past that was coming up for review, and it just kind of, for a number of you here, threw you for a loop a little bit, maybe it threw you a bone. I'm here as well. But let's jump into the Two of Cups on the floor. It's just temporary. I'm hearing that for a number of you. Don't worry, you will be bouncing back. Two of Pentacles upright in April. May, Mother Wands reverse. It's so exciting. April here. Two of Pentacles upright. I'm seeing like party vibe. I'm hearing cups with the ice with the Two of Pentacles, Mother Wands reverse. You're like, see, like serving people, Pisces. Very interesting. Mother of Wands in reverse in May. Then we move into, you're like excited. You're like, where's this gonna go? It's like so exciting. Wow. Then you move into June. Father of Pentacles in reverse, July. For a number of you, you meet someone here in June, possibly. Father of Pentacles. It could be some kind of managerial experience, American connection. I don't know what that's going to do with Father Pentacles. Like, okay, take it easy with the sun here and the moon here coming through in July. So right as we move out of that the season of Cancer, we step in with the cycle of energy with the sun and the moon. So, and it's interesting because the moon is upright and the sun is in reverse. For a number of this was very challenging. Imagine this, like anything that we thought we could count on, just like getting siphoned out, just sucked down. We were like drained, actually. The draining of your vitality. Remember the moon upright, like everything was murky. You could not define it. What's what? Who's who? Who's real? Who's not? Like kind of feeling. There was a lot of questioning here with the moon upright and the sun in reverse. It was about July. So right as we stepped out of that Cancer season, there's something that just kind of I mean, it really stunk. Like if you look back on that month, I'm just gonna say, like it just stunk. Seven of Cups in reverse. Okay, in August. Okay, they're starting to make your way back up. I'm hearing that's specifically Pisces. Now, for how many of you, you're like on point with this right here, you know what this is referring to. Ten of Pentacles, and that it is on the timeline for you. Let's clear it out. For now, you're getting back into the mix of things. I'm seeing you're like kind of getting the cogs, like, you know, back into gear. It's almost this feeling of like I was running a race and then I kind of like tripped and I fell and I had to like brush my knees off, and you know, but I'm getting back up and I'm brushing them off. And Seven of Cups in reverse at the base of Two of Pentacles. Now, Ten of Pentacles upright. All right, now let's clear and ground. Ten of Pentacles diagonal, Two of Pentacles. Now, for how many of you is this resonating? Like, this is what I was thinking of before I got on this reading, really understanding exactly what this is. Number seven. on a scale of 1 to 7, 5 being like, I understand this, okay. 2 being like, I think I gotta use the toilet. Ten of Pentacles here, Two of Pentacles. All right, I don't know what that's going to take as well. Maybe there's a focus actually on clearing as well. Two of Pentacles here, Ten of Pentacles. Now, for a number of you, this is something that like you will be closing the chapter with, Pisces, with a freaking bang. I'm hearing in a soldier salute, the Ten of Pentacles. You're done. I'm hearing in this way, like, it's like that feeling where even like the trip and fall at the end of your stage, your stage message, I don't know what that's going to do, like actually makes you win the friggin' race just that much faster. Like you would have won it regardless, Pisces, but that little trip and fall, trust me, I'm hearing Agent X, I'm hearing made you who you ought to be. I'm hearing as well. I don't know what that was going to do. Like there's a number of you, something that just was like really was a challenging experience. It's just like you look back at this, Pisces, I'm hearing you laugh. I'm hearing you actually die of laughter. You end up like chuckling like so hard that like there is no more. I'm hearing cheese and wine left. I'm hearing with the bread. I don't know what that's alluding to. Whoa, Pisces. But October, November. Okay, it's gonna find you in full swing here with the Chariot upright and the Death card in reverse. It's just like You know when you feel like you've beat the storm sort of feeling, and then it's like no longer does the rain have anything on the sunshine. And there we go. It's like that moment where it's like, ooh, how's it gonna crack? Is it gonna be sunny? Is it gonna be more rain? It's like, nope, that's it. Clouds are gone. Okay, sort of feeling, and whew, we're on to the next stage here with the Ace of Swords. I'm hearing station as well. News, Ace of Swords. Wow, for a number of you, you're gonna be having a huge following here, right? Tribe in October, November. I'm hearing Nantucket, a fairy tale love story. Some of you might be thinking of making a vacation here, possibly with a number of people. It might be something that you've been planning for quite some time now. It's a surprise for a number of you. Interesting, it could be something that someone has in mind for you, or something that you have in mind with someone. It's the kind of feeling where it's like, I think they're going to come at me with that. I've kind of been thinking of it. I kind of have a feeling, chariot of pride, the move of the world. But, it's funny because for a number of you, even in those moments where, like, the storm felt so real and so intense, you knew in your heart, Pisces, like, the sun is gonna come out. It's not like all about, just what we meet face to face, eye to eye, right here in this moment. Tower here, and this is beauty of Pisces, right? Energy, transcendence, Ace of Cups leading out the freaking Tower, Pisces. You freaking brush both swords of love. When you lead out of 2020, trust me, I'm hearing Hermit in the theme, right over the Ace of Wands with the Nine of Pentacles, the Temperance card, the Eight of Pentacles, the High Priestess. I'm hearing, honey, I'm hearing, I'm home, and you know what that now is for you as well. Is what I'm hearing. You're very comfortable where you're at. Ten of Swords here in the theme. After, I'm hearing after the Dark Night of the Soul. Actually, here I'm seeing that with the Moon in Prey and the Sun in reverse. Now, all right, Pisces, let's get into your stacks. We're gonna pull 3 pick a card stacks. We'll see here what comes through. Feel free to pick the card that you do feel guided to pick, and then we'll get into it. And oh yes, we were saying actually with the Magician and the Empress, for a number of you, this comes down to your public aura. I'm hearing your aura. Very interesting. Your image is very, very, very wow. The Magician. With the Empress, and they're all looking at the world. With the Wheel of Fortune reverse, like, this is something that you do not even understand the capability to yet. I'm going to say it in that way. I was an activation coming here, Pisces. Whether it wants to reverse, so you're working with your star family on this one. All right, trust me, I'm hearing in that way. Every weakness, every weak point, every bump on the road is actually serving you. Trust me, I'm hearing. Trust me, Pisces. Mother wants again. Always take it as you will. General reading, right? But the Mother wants up top, the Magician. Okay, so it's like even the people who felt like were not for you, they got your back. Actually, I'm hearing in that way as well. Justice here and the Mother of Wands. Now let's clear it and ground. Father Cups leading you out right over the Five of Pentacles. Interesting. So let's clear it yet again. Three of Pentacles, the Justice card, the Mother Wands. Now, there's something that you don't see yet, actually, Pisces. Interestingly, this is something that it's like you got like no idea where this could go. It's gonna go real far though. I'm hearing the World, the Magician. It's like the kind of feeling. I started this business like with two front teeth, and now I got like a whole mouthful of like I'm hearing cheese, wine, bread. I'm hearing that again. Like maybe you're like, yeah, gotta buy out, sell it, but no, it's something that you're discovering even about your talent. Interesting. All right, let's pull the 3 stacks here, Pisces, for you, and see here. Well, you know what? I actually want to pull just a few more cards here. Yes. Mother Pentacles, Empress for number of you. You're gonna be enjoying something here, Pisces. Something, I don't know, you're gonna be traveling or what. Mother Pentacles right over the Ace of Man, I wish my Venus was in Pisces. I'm reading that specifically. Father Pentacles, mirroring the Mother Pentacles, Pisces. With the Ace of Pentacles. With the Six of Cups. The Moon upright. Okay, the Daughter wants reverse. So like, we've grown up. I'm hearing that as well, Pisces. Congratulations. We are making a huge move in our world. A friggin' huge move. Now, this is like, listen, it's like everything is right about this for a number of you. Like, this is just like everything you wanted. I'm hearing that as well. Everything you've ever asked for. You're like on this like boat. You're like on the marina. You're on the beach. You're on the friggin' boat again. You're on the beach again. I don't know. You're like maybe traveling by way of boat. I'm hearing an ocean. How else would you use a boat? Okay. And I don't know what that's about, but take it as you will. For a number of you, this is like something that you made official. Even like you changed the pace with. Even you're like, yeah, that's it. Like, I'm designing my future. I'm hearing that as well. The Six of Cups mirroring the Mother of Pentacles, Six of Cups mirroring the Father of Pentacles. Yes, I'm hearing for a number of you. You actually, for a number of you, maybe you moved. I'm seeing like you moved towards somewhere on the beach, like somewhere. I'm hearing the letter H so strongly. I'm hearing HAF. I'm hearing Halifax for a number of you, but I'm hearing it's somewhere by the water. It's like a marina, and there's like a condo or something. I don't know, for a number of you. You're like on the water. It's very interesting. I'm hearing H-E-Z, I don't know. H-A-F, half. I'm hearing half as well. Yeah, 5 of Cups with the 9 of Swords. Devil in reverse. For a number of you, maybe you get like a great deal and like great price of like a condo or something. It's just like, you're like, yes. I'm hearing, one second. I'm hearing R-I-G as well, R-G. Wow, I'm hearing rigor. I'm hearing great. This came through in a number of readings, another reading. The Hierophant, right? It's like you get some kind of deal. I'm hearing that like real strongly here with the Hermit. I'm hearing Ripley's Believe It or Not. You like call your friends. You call your friends up. 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. I got it. I'm hearing I got the space. Everyone's like, whoa, what? Oh my god, Hermit here with the star. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. So Pisces, very exciting. Let's pull the pick of cards. Okay. First stack. I'm hearing what that stack. What up, Papa? September. Second stack. I've got one card here in the second stack. Son of Cups, actually. Fool. Gonna give you a wink with that one, Pisces. Take it as you will. Mother of Wands in the third stack. For you guys, I see you like on the cabana. It's like breeze blowing your way, Pisces. You're feeling yourself, Pisces. You are in the mood, let me tell you. Two of Cups in the Temperance card. Maybe you're just like hanging out with someone here. You're just like, yes, you are having the time of your life. I'm hearing that specifically. Like, I am just, for a number of you, you're in this like space. It's just like everything is comfortable around you. I'm hearing it as well in this way. Like, everything works. I'm hearing that as well. Everything feels right. I'm hearing that as well. You're maybe even on your freaking honeymoon. Like, this is like what I'm feeling. Like, it's like that kind of energy. It's honeymoon vibes. In the Temperance card, the Chariot, 2 of Cups, Mother of Wands, fucking, you're tan. You freaking got like the most cute bikini on. I'm hearing that as well. Bikini. I'm hearing bikini. You're wearing this like one piece for a review. It's like something. I don't know. Take it as you will. You're wearing like a really cute outfit. You're just feeling yourself. The World's upright, 5 of Pentacles upright, the Wheel of Fortune reverse, everything. Like, it's just serendipitous as well. Let's just say it in the way, Pisces. You are in what feels to be like your happy place. And for a number of you, this is actually something that, it's interesting. It might actually be some place that you've been wanting to revisit, actually, is what I'm hearing. You've been wanting to, like, yeah, this is a replacement, actually. I'm seeing maybe even you move out of one place and then you, like, move somewhere else. It's somewhere that maybe for a number you've already been to here with the Temperance card. It's a very hot place. I'm seeing like wind. It's like blowing. It's so beautiful. This might come down the line. This is the third stack. We're starting the third stack, I guess. This is coming through. Let's clear and run. This is coming through like, let's say, 6 months down the line, let's say full moon in Leo season. So I think that's in January, actually. Interesting. But I'm seeing you like in, I'm hearing Palma for a number. You're going to be in Spain with the Temperance card. I'm hearing, come over here, stay with me. You're like hanging out with people. You're like, you're maybe even around kids or like a family. Like you tell someone like, come over here. Like it's just fun. Like it's just good. It's really, it's a beautiful and right time. I'm hearing as well. Like I don't know what that is. It's a right time. The Hierophant. I'm hearing the Hierophant. The High Prince is just like you're getting proposed to. I kid you not, Pisces! Freaking Hierophant right there! Oh fuck, that Ace of Pentacles reverse, the Moon reverse. What in the absolute for a number of you? Like, this is just, earplugs as well. What do you want me to tell you? Hierophant here, mirror in the 10 freaking Temperance card. You're like on the sea, the coastline. And like, it's just everything. You're just like, I'm fucking in love with my life. I mean, that's what the Father of Swords, mirror in the Temperance card, Ace of Swords in reverse, the Emperor in reverse, the Son of Pentacles in reverse. You guys, you're like either opening a gift of some kind. You're opening I'm hearing, let's clear it around 1 second. I'm here at Cape Town. I'm here at cast and crew for a number of you. You're maybe like, even like you're working on like a movie. I'm hearing those all the time for a number of you. The Lovers, the Father of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, the Justice card in reverse. I'm hearing the letter J here, very strongly. Jamaica. I'm hearing that so strongly for a number of you. I'm hearing JP Morgan. I'm hearing that's all the time. This has been coming through for a number of signs down with the Pentacles in reverse, 8 of Cups in reverse. For whenever you take a break from like some kind of job or something, it's like a corporate environment even, you're just like, now you're like you're freaking in Cabo with the Fool here. I'm hearing that as well, looking at the Temperance card, like, you're somewhere real exotic, Pisces. You're in another world. Daughter Wands. Okay, that was the third stack. Let's actually pull these cards in. You know, we don't need the monthly shit. We're good. We know what's going on here for you, Pisces. Okay, the Fool here coming through. The Son of Cups, the second stack. I'm hearing finally free at last. It's so funny because we're moving in rewind, what feels to be like rewind, the Fool here in the second stack. There's something you need to be really patient with. I'm hearing that. It's like you have a premonition about whatever this is. I'm hearing that specifically. And there might be someone here who is involved in this space. Yes, yes. Son of Cups looking back at the Magician. Let's pull a card there on that Son of Cups, actually. Sun upright, right over the Son of Cups in reverse. So for a number of you, this is something really possibly coming down to maturity. It's like I planted the seed, I need it to grow, but I know that I planted the seed, and like that it's gonna grow, you know? Okay, A of Five Wands, Five of Swords. I'm hearing Amy, I'm hearing AG. Some of you are gonna be making a huge investment here. It could be abroad. It's some kind of deal that you're striking. It's so freaking exciting. I'm hearing you, universe. I'm seeing Y-O-U. I'm hearing thank you, universe. I'm hearing that. Just so I'm hearing thank you, universe. Okay, now let's get into the third stack here, Pisces. We got the Magician here looking off into the future. Pisces, you're gold. I'm hearing you're golden. I'm hearing you got the whole Glee cast. I'm hearing as well. By your side of the Magician, in front of you, the Hangman in reverse. For a number of you, there's something that just like it just, I don't know, it like fills your void. I'm hearing those with the Strength in reverse, Force of reverse. Like that's what I've been missing. Yeah, freaking A, Daughter Cups. Son of Wands, Daughter Pentacles in reverse, Six of Wands in reverse. You guys are like not afraid anymore. I'm here as well to take this like opportunity on for whatever reason, whatever that may mean. 1 second. Daughter Pentacles looking back at the Hangman, the Strength of friend. Okay, so in the past maybe you were like, let's say you had a vision of the space. You're like, I feel like I would want to do that, okay? But then maybe you kind of were thinking about it in this way of like, oh my god, it's too big of a dream. Like, okay, you go back and forth, Pisces. Come November, December, you're going to be dancing on that stage. I'm hearing in that way with them. Strength card upright. All right, Pisces. All right, let's do April here for the first stack. May, Daughter Cups in reverse. June is the Four Swords reverse. Now, for remember, you have a huge premonition. I mean, it has to do with the Alice in Wonderland conversation. I don't know what that's linked to. Okay. April, May, June is the Four Swords reverse. July, I'm here, get out of my way. There's some kind of like weird messaging back and forth business that you're dealing with there in July. August is better. Son of Wands upright. Okay, you kind of start brushing off your knees. I'm hearing that again. So Son of Wands upright. There's some kind of resurgence here. You fucking lead out Pisces with the Magician. You know what you're doing. You know where you're in. It's following the Hangman reverse. You know where you're going. You know what you're doing. It is a process. It's not to say that it's easy. There's a lot of locking eyes, a lot of locking lips with a few people who you want to like kind of like let go of. Okay, yeah, I love you too. Okay, and you're like I'm seeing you're like letting go of their hand. I don't know what that's alluding to, you guys, but it's something that maybe was kind of a mismatch. I'm hearing like a mixed message as well. Like it was, I don't know, for a number of you, maybe there was something that just didn't make you feel also really comfortable in that space. It could be a space. Daughter of Pentacles, yeah, for now you're absolutely moving, and it is abroad. For the Magician and the Hangman, the Daughter of Pentacles reverse. Six of Wands reverse. It could be focused on the number 72. I'm actually hearing 76, 772. I'm hearing that. Okay, so Son of Wands. It could be in the name of like an apartment or something. Let's clear. Even a hotel. Son of Wands here looking in the future. Now in August there is a very important message. I'm hearing that. You maybe meet someone here with the Son of Wands. It's somebody who maybe you've known actually. I'm hearing that as well. The Son of Wands. It's something I'm hearing we met a long time ago. I'm seeing you see them. You're like, this is like us coming together from like a long ways back. I'm seeing like a rendezvous feeling, like okay, like reconnecting sort of feeling with the Son of Wands. For number with mirroring the Hangman, or somebody had a dream. I'm hearing this with the Hangman. Let's clear it and ground. Somebody was like wearing a dress. I'm hearing this with a white dress. Look at this Hangman here wearing a white dress. Now for a number of you, there is something that you are, I'm hearing, remembering, trust me now, Son of Wands upright. It's something that you cannot wait for. I'm hearing that as well with the Magician leading you out. Magician's mirroring the Son of Wands. For now, you have a premonition about something here, and it's important. I'm hearing that with the Son of Wands as you feel it. It's like the type of thing where it's like you wake up from the dream, you're like, I gotta do that. I gotta do that one thing. I'm hearing that as well. Hangman in reverse, mirroring the Son of Wands upright. I'm here, I have to say it. I gotta say it now. Hello, everyone. You're ringing a bell in the house. You're like, everybody needs to know like what my name means now. I'm hearing that as well. For now, you maybe you met someone. It's like that's it. Okay, and the end is near, everyone. For everyone that I never really had a heart-to-heart conversation with like at the end of the day. So I don't know. Maybe for a number of you, you're moving on from some space. It just didn't do it for you. Like maybe you were with someone. They were stalling. They were like making promises. They weren't adding up. I'm hearing them. The Father of Pentacles in reverse. Three of Cups in reverse. I'm hearing moo. I don't know what that's only to. The Moon in here, like they're teasing you. They're like making you feel like they're talking to you, but they're not. They're kind of like addressing you, but they're not really like. It's a joke. It's like, oh hey over there, and they like wave to you. You're like, oh hey, and they're like, oh I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to who's behind you. Like I don't know what that's about with the Father of Pentacles in reverse, but it's like for a number of you it was an uphill battle here with the Father of Pentacles in reverse. It was just something that I'm hearing it moved you in and out, but like in a really awkward way. I don't know what that's going to take it too well. It was like some kind of physical, I have to say, physical experience that just didn't do it for you. Like sexually, actually, it just didn't do it for you with Father of Pentacles in reverse. It was like too commanding, domineering. It was like not enough. I'm hearing as well with the Father of Pentacles in reverse. For whatever you, actually, there was something that was missing physically, sexually. I'm hearing that again with the Father of Pentacles in reverse. Like why do we have to like kind of like make it also like this big whole thing, and like, you know, I'm not into that. I'm hearing that as well. Like, it's this machismo thing. Okay, with the Father Pentacles in reverse, like I don't like the way it's all like a play and like we have to act it out. I'm hearing that as well. I'm not into that. Okay, so something just gets like totally I'm hearing cleared off of the table, off of the desk. I'm hearing now is the day where I tell myself I've caught up with time. Son of Wands. I'm hearing I want you now. I'm here the Sun of Wands. Holy shit! Hallelujah. Hallelujah, you guys. I don't know. Pisces, who are you meeting? Son of Wands. Freaking June. Oh my god. They take all of your drunk text messages that you wrote to this other guy and they drown them down the toilet bowl. They're like, look, he's trash, bro. I'm hearing that specifically June with the July, with the April. They are like, look at me flash it, and you both like, hallelujah. I'm hearing that. Bro, I don't know what's going on here. Magician. Bro. Magician. Okay, June, July, April. I'm hearing jock strings. I'm hearing you have me by my jock strings. I'm hearing the Father of Pentacles reverse. Like someone's like, they're confessing they're like in love with you as well. Maybe for a number of you, someone changes. They shift this. There's a shift in the vibe. It's like suddenly someone is like, they come into the room like, maybe, I don't know, they're now wearing like a tuxedo. I mean, that's what the Father of Pentacles reverse. I don't know, take it too well. They're suddenly wearing like this really obvious like attire is where that's like, you looking at me like that? It's like, yeah. I heard that like specifically Father of Pentacles reverse. Like, okay, I'm hearing white wedding. I'm hearing that specifically. Freaking about the love of your life. Friggin' love of your life. Father of Pentacles reverse, Pisces. Like, there's no other way to cut the coupon as well, okay? Like, they're a great deal. Just sign on the dotted line, alright? Okay, Father of Pentacles reverse. Like, I don't know what that's about, but take it easy, well. Like, it's just like something that just, I don't know, Pisces. Like, holy shit. You're really feeling it, whatever it is. I don't know, do I turn left or right? You're not really at the crossroads, Pisces. You know where you're going. It's straight into that room with them and down the aisle of your vision. I'm hearing actually with the Son of Wands and the Husband. Are you like, this is something that's just obvious. It's not, you don't have to like, I don't know, call yourself out on it. Like, you gotta do it. Prove it now. Prove it and do it. I don't know what that's about. No, this is like, I know what this is. I'm hearing to me, to you, to us, for us, like, I know what the fuck I'm doing now. I'm hearing that as well with the Magician. There's something so empowering. Fuck yeah, Pisces! You're like on a friggin' road all of your own now. I'm hearing you found your man as well. I'm hearing that with the Son of Wands and the Hangman. Holy shoot. Holy shoot. I'm hearing dig a hole already for the rest of the dudes who never did you right. Okay, please, can we give it's a wonderful event. I'm hearing that, but we do need to take the time to thank all those as well who did us dirty, who did us absolutely dirty. Take the rug, roll it out. Let's actually show their faces. Let's have them involved in somehow, maybe even the reception. I don't know what that was going to do. Hey, you want to come to my wedding? I'm hearing that specifically. It's gonna be a fucking white wedding, Son of Wands. Yeah, no dirt here. Okay, doing no one dirty here. The Daughter of Pentacles. I don't know what that was going to do, but Hangman here. You're so freaking excited. I can't even explain it. With the Magician and the Hangman, I've never felt so goo goo gaga goo goo gaga with the Hangman. You're even, someone's dreaming. They're thinking about like someone as like the parents of the children. I'm hearing that as well. They're like, I can just see it already. I'm hearing that with the Hangman, the Magician, and the Father. I can just freaking feel it. I know what like the flirt style is. I'm hearing those with the Daughter of Pentacles. I just know exactly like how this goes down. I'm hearing the Daughter of Pentacles. I know that you guys, what is going on? Somebody's like literally, you guys are like in a mood. I'm here together. Like seriously, you could be like cuddling with someone as well. That's what's coming though, Pisces. It's not now. Right now we're in August. We're still in August. Slappy Pisces. We're still in August. Okay, now I'm hearing you need to listen in. I'm hearing that with the Son of Wands too. Who is walking through the door? I'm hearing that with the Son of Wands. So there's something here that's coming through. Clear your mind. I'm hearing clear your mind because Cleopatra is a mess right now. I'm hearing that as well. Magician here leading out with the Hangman here. Hangman in reverse, Magician upright, Daughter of Pentacles in reverse. I'm seeing someone's getting nervous, like someone walks in the door. It's that moment you recognize, I'm hearing their role in your life. And that is really like that feeling of love at first sight. Like, they're the one, and I freaking know it. I'm hearing, I see the whole story, because I wrote it. I'm hearing with them, and that's what I know about this connection, Son of Wands. I'm hearing RRRRRP. I'm hearing Romeo, please. I'm hearing period, meet me at the altar. Son, Daughter of Pentacles in reverse. For a number of you, it's two ways too. And that's the lovely side to this connection, is that it's not like I give and then you make it feel like I didn't give anything and then it's like I have to give more. No. This is like I give while you give, baby. I'm giving while you are also still giving. Oh, Magician Mirror and the Son of Wands. I'm hearing I want more of that as well. Ooh, how did you know? You started giving to me while I was just thinking on that. Magician Mirror with the Hangman. Oh boy, I want to feel you right there some more, baby, with the Magician and the Hangman. You know exactly what I need. I'm hearing that's what the Hangman and the Magician. This is the kind of connection where we meet someone who gets us where we get ourselves. And we just have to stay in that way with the Magician and the Hangman. There's not much more to it. Pisces, good luck. Okay, yeah, because I'm telling that to everyone around you, because that's gonna be another side of the story. They're gonna be like, Pisces is in love. Pisces, where is Pisces? Pisces is in love. Maybe they even like moved. They actually like moved. I'm hearing that with the Fool. Like you moved, Pisces. I'm calling you they now. We don't even know who you are anymore. You're a new person. You're on a new You're on a totally new time and place, time zone. For now, you're traveling a lot. I'm hearing those with the Magician and the Fool, and you're just like you're feeling yourself. Very cool. But we're still in August. But we'll go back to it here with the Son of Wands. You still go. Remember, there's something here. There's something here that you actually tie the knot with actually in August. I don't know what that's about. Maybe you make a decision or kind of like have some kind of hallucination. I'm hearing this. Well, what does that mean? Maybe this is what someone's saying. They're like, are you hallucinating? No, I saw her. She's my bride. I'm hearing the Ace of Swords and the Father. Six of Swords. Okay, Daughter of Pentacles. Daughter of Pentacles. I'm seeing you like in a foreign like land. I don't know. You're like having you're having like a little too much fun. I'm here as well. The Daughter of Pentacles. You're like eating samosas, sangrias, anything with an S. I will try it. Why not? Because S also leads to sex. I don't know what that's only your Pisces. You're having like really good food. You're having really good. Find me some more of wherever that came from. The Ace of Cups, like, I don't know what you guys, I'm hearing carry me home, darling. You guys are friggin' on your honeymoon. Whoa. Okay, so Pisces, step up. Who is this? Who did you meet? Who is this person? We're all curious now. All your friends gather around Pisces. What's going on? Don't get me all excited. Don't tell me who that is now. What's happening? I'm hearing cheerleader. Who is it? I'm hearing Son of Wands. He seems to be really empowering. I'm hearing as well for a number of you. This is like someone who's a good influence on you in that way. Like, that's how you feel. It's like they're not too much like in your face about it. They're not also like too far back. They're just right there with the Son of Wands and the Magician. It's just right there. Wow. And it's the kind of thing where when you meet this person, Pisces, they like encourage you to let go of everything that doesn't serve you. And that's really the kind of connection that we want to build, right? Because we don't have time for this, really. We don't. We just Eight of Cups reverse. I'm hearing it's time to ascend. I'm hearing that as well. Ten of Pentacles reverse. I'm hearing the Eight of Cups reverse. Lovers in between the two. I'm hearing I loved you in the last life. I don't think I can do that again. And especially not like that. And I'm going to let go of it. And you're kind of in a place where you're okay with that. You're not like, goodbye. Are you listening? I said goodbye. No. It's like, I'm done with my discussion about this as well. Like, I know how I feel about it. I don't really want to have to move through the door 500 times in and out. I'm ready for a room that welcomes me in it, and I want to feel that happy. I do. I want to feel that happiness. I'm hearing psych. I'm hearing I'm actually already there, and I'm calling you. I'm in London. I'm hearing that the mother of Pentacles sounds better than woman. You guys. Pisces. Have fun. We'll talk to you maybe in like 2080. Okay, you'll be happy there. A long, long happy life. All right. Bye, Pisces. Thanks for reading with us here on Alchemy and You. Bye, Pisces. Please don't forget to call us from your unknown number. We don't know anymore. Okay. Yeah, you heard me 2080. I don't want to see any more Pisces here in the reading. No, I'm kidding. I don't say Pisces, another Pisces. Oh no, you're not Pisces, you're a crosswalker. You literally. Pisces. It's that feeling where like you just feel like everyone's tickling you. I don't know, you're like listen, you're having fun, Pisces. You met the one, Pisces. You are the one, Pisces. You feel it, baby, now. Wheel of Fortune. Some of you heard my God, I'm drunk. Wheel of Fortune. Woo! Corona, I'm ready. I don't know what that's with you guys. I'm taking a plane taking off. I don't know what. Yeah, sorry. Let me tell you, Pisces, freaking started, okay, the whole Corona thing. Remember it was in your reading. It was during your season that kind of went down. And if you want to watch that reading, you want to go way back. Say a little prayer for you. I'm hearing that song. Yeah, you can go watch that. It's on the playlist on that. Place, you're not gonna have time for bullshit. I'm telling you, you're not gonna have time for no shit here anymore. Strength card here. No more. Star of the Death card and the Strength card from Pisces. You're gonna be making love on the beach, on the sands. I'm hearing of the oceans of time. I'm hearing time that you don't even know how to tell anymore. I'm having the time of my life, and I owe it all to you. Fuck! Wow, darn it, Pisces. Whenever people are around you, they're like, why is Pisces so cool now? What's up with Pisces so cool now? Their life just rocks. It fucking rocks. They got a rock with their fingernail. Pisces, what's going on? Her fun. Tell them, look, everyone has Pisces in their chart somewhere. Pisces, listen, this type of connection. You have the Sun of Wands, but it's not just like, here, what do you want? I could do it for you. It's like, what do you also feel? Why, like, if it's you? I'm hearing that with the Sun of Wands. Listen, you're on the beach, right? I'm seeing on the beach, you're fucking on the sand. You're looking at someone in the eyes. You are discovering passion in a whole new way. You are literally, I'm hearing, you're looking in someone's eyes. You're on the sand of this beach. I'm hearing, I'm in heaven. I love you, Pisces. I'm so happy for you. You work real hard for this. I mean, that's what we came to life for. That's what we came to live for. It's such a sweet moment. Enjoy, Pisces. All right. Who do we want? Who? I want to know more about. All right, so I guess we'll know when we cross watch, right? All right. Well, which sign next? Which eligible bachelor? We're not specifically. All right. It might have been Pisces with the Pisces as well, but let's see. Sagittarius. Sun of Cups right there. Well, he was ready. He was friggin' ready. He took it. He took it on. Sun of Cups. For a number of you met someone or someone met you. It could be both ways. It could also be dealing with the Pisces. You might want to go check out the reading. I don't know if you can Sagittarius. If it calls you, All right, take it as you will. Now, Sagittarius, welcome. Sun of Cups here. Okay. Now, somebody maybe like they took on an opportunity like immediately, front of the line. I'm so here like for that. Yes, Chariot. They really resonated right off the bat with some spaceless cleared and ground. No judgment, to anyone here, take it as you will, But for number of you, and everybody has every sign in the chart, right? Okay, so Lovers here with the Sun of Cups and the Chariot. Alright, inside joke from the Pisces read. Okay, you might want to go check out the Pisces read, then, I'm hearing Sangrias, I'm hearing that as well with Sagittarius. That came through in the Pisces read, alright, so I want to check that out. Specifically, there was a pick a card stack reading as well towards the end, and the third card there. Third stack got real intense. Okay, now it takes you. Yeah, Daughter Wands right there. For whenever you hear some opportunity, you're like, oh yes, I will. Absolutely. Sorry, I'm hearing that as well. Temperance here. Ace of Wands, Daughter Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. You immediately like. I'm hearing you reach back out to someone here with the Sun of Cups and the Chariot. There are so amazing. The World, the Fool with the Father of Cups. I'm hearing, because I had the time of my life. There we go, Hangman right there, Pisces, Magician. Are we joking? We freaking know who you are and who I am to you. I'm hearing that as well. So for a number of you, There is a lot more. I'm hearing where that came from. We're going to pull the cards to see where this might line up. You got the Hermit as well. Cut side of the Two of Cups and the Six of Cups. Okay, now Pisces. Oh, Pisces. Saturn's like, I'm still watching. I want to see who this is, where I'm going. Not specifically. One second here. Let me get, not indulging or anything, but I'm going to have a gluten-free cracker with some honey. Sounds a little bizarre, but it's actually really good. Trust me, trust me. Okay. Listen, Sag, for number view. I'm hearing, for number view, I'm hearing you're in London. For number view, you're traveling. There's something like new that you're experiencing, or some opportunity maybe to do so. You've been considering. For a number of you, having an out-of-body experience. Chariot, mirroring the Ace of Pentacles. Chariot up top, the Mother of Wands. Clear in the heart chakra. For a number of you, I'm seeing even like, for a number you're traveling. This will be down the line, I'm hearing that specifically. We'll pull cards to see what months exactly. But for a number of you, there is something that you are like, you're getting involved in. I'm hearing getting really involved in. You're also getting a closer look at. You are kind of seeing something maybe even from a new perspective. I'm hearing that. I'm even seeing you in a museum, and you're looking at something very closely. Like, content's exciting. You're feeling really good about this. Very engaging. Okay. I'm here. I thought this day would never come. Here, that Ace of Pentacles in reverse. In April, May, June, July. Wow, someone just like. There's something about May and June specifically that were, I'm hearing really hard to get through. I'm hearing hard to justify. I'm hearing that as well. April, May, June, July is the Chariot. August is the Eight of Wands in reverse. Ace of Pentacles in reverse in April. So there was something maybe that you felt, it's like, you're kind of like thinking, how will this get off the ground? Like, it almost seems like sort of, almost, I don't want to say impossible, but like really involved, really complicated. Kind of thinking, where is this gonna go? Kind of like feeling like not being able to really define like where things will go. Now, July, for a number of you, is a big month. You may have moved, actually. It might have been kind of last minute. I'm hearing those with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Like, it wasn't as expected. Like, maybe you had to make a last minute decision or shift or change. I'm saying that you will still be working with the aftermath of that in August. Ace of Wands upright. Okay. I'm hearing that you release something. Hangman here in your theme, right over the Fool in reverse. There's something that you're coming down to. The Father of Cups as well. The base of the Fool in reverse. So, one more cracker. That's a green juice. Okay. Chariot here, Eight of Wands. For a number of you, there's something that just you're there. Well, there's this energizing sort of space here with the Chariot, as I'm seeing it. Like, something really takes a turn, actually. And for a number of you, I'm here, it was unexpected. It was like last minute. It was like, I wasn't ready for that. I'm here kind of thing. And there's a little bit of this dramatic shift, actually, because we step into June with the Mother of Wands upright, and then we lead out with the Chariot, Cancer energy. A very strong fire energy, very strong water energy. But we do see, right, lipstick red on the corners of this card of the Chariot. So there is this sort of, resurgent energy space. But it's almost like, I'm a doctor on call, but I didn't expect a call there, kind of feeling. In some way, maybe you felt like, okay, well, it's not so out of the ordinary, but you might, you know, there's just about something was a little bit confusing. Now, literally some honey. A little bit of honey got on the 8 of Wands card. Okay, in reverse. That might be related to finances, actually. Yeah, for number of you, big time. Dripping honey on the 8 of Wands card. This is, for number of you, you were like, this is something like not clearly laid out as well. Well, let's clear it in ground 1 second. You weren't maybe involved, yes, you weren't like technically involved in the space, but then you had to get involved in it sort of feeling. As it might have been felt. Maybe it's just kind of like last minute. I'm hearing that I got like kind of, you know, I'm not saying you move into a place that you're not like totally familiar. It's like you're familiar with it, but it's just you didn't maybe think that, something about the timing possibly. You just didn't expect it. All right, now for a number of you, it's very involved, whatever the cycle is, with the 8 of Wands in August. I'm thinking you're trying to catch your breath. Like, think about Chariot in July moving, then quickly moving to 8 of Wands, where it's like trying to slow down. I'm hearing that specifically. Like, I'm thinking a Chariot that takes off and then like slowing down as they arrive. For number 3, I'm seeing like mattressing like a Chariot, running, like take it off, like traveling long distance actually, and they're like running in the sunset, and then they arrive and like, but they had that really long journey. It's like real hot, a lot of heat, and then they're starting to like slow down. It's a long story. I'm hearing that as well. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse, 8 of Wands in reverse, but it was destiny. I'm hearing that as well. I want to pull another card here on the Ace of Pentacles. 9 of Cups, yeah. This is something that you maybe even, there's a lot involved here. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick little break, Sagittarius. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're gonna jump back into it possibly after. Thank you guys for tuning in, to you for your donations as well. I'm so touched by all of you. Thank you guys for connecting. Enjoy the new moon in Leo. And again, we're gonna take it and we'll get back into it, all right?